Evening guys, this is my article. I am submitting it to the Epoch publications. Here in this article we will be discussing how we can convert a particular image into sketch like this. Here you can see in the left side you can see Buji and Bhairava image, and right side you can see the sketch of the image. You think I've used some softwares or something to do that thing, but I've used the concept of Python, OpenCV and Turtle Graphics to convert the particular image into the sketch. So there is no particular motivation, just to use my knowledge everywhere. I've just explored this thing. So first of all, when you are making a project, you have to create. The first step is that you have to create a project directory or folder, or and next we have to set up a virtual environment, right? I think you all are aware what is virtual environment. So here I already created a folder name, and now I have to what I have to create. I have to create virtual environment. To create virtual environment, what I have to do, I have to open the terminal. I am opening the Anaconda terminal. Now I am navigating to the particular directory. Just a second. Yeah. So yeah, I have navigated to desktop, and now I must navigate to what is a project folder name I have kept here. The project folder name is this. Now I have to go to this thing. Yeah, ls. Here you can see nothing was there in the thing. Ls is a command to see what are there in the project. So now I have to create a virtual environment. To create a virtual environment, this is the command for Windows. You can see that virtual environment is being created, and if you are using Linux or Macs also, it's the same command to create the virtual environment. But while activating the virtual environment, the commands will be different. For Windows, it will be the command, and for Linux or Mac OS, the below one will be the command. Okay, I think the virtual environment got created. Now we have to activate the virtual environment. To activate the virtual environment, this is the command, right? See here you can see VENV, virtual environment has been successfully what activated. Now what we have to do, we have to install some packages, Python, OpenCV, and what we have used to sketch that thing. So these are all the important libraries which we want to install. Python was already installed in my system. See here you can see it will take some time installing the things. It depends upon your internet connectivity how fast it is. See, it's collecting and downloading and all these things. Don't like, these are all some warnings. You have to, no need to worry about that thing. Now what we have to do, we have to create a Python file and we have to pass the code. Here you can see in VS Code, initially we had only the folder. Now we have the VEN. VEN is nothing but virtual environment. Apart from virtual environment, what should we have to do this task? We have to have three files. One is the one PNG, another one is outline.py, and another is processor.psd. One.png is nothing but the input image which we are giving to convert into a sketch. Here you can see that I have given this image to convert into this image. This image was one.png, and this image was the output.png. So we have to create a Python script which will contains the outline generation and drawing the code. Like, what's the script behind the bar which is generating the sketch? We have to code it, right? So let me create first a Python file. So, oh, sorry. Yeah. Here you can see we have created a Python file, and the code for the Python file is this one. So let me just copy paste. Wait, I will be explaining the code for you too. So this is the code I'm saving, and here we have to have one image, right? One dot png. Let me have that image too here. So yeah, let me take this Doraemon image and let me copy, and in which folder we have to paste it. We have to paste it in our created folder, right? What is our created folder? Artistic outline projects. Here I've pasted that image. So here in Virtual Studio also you can see that we have that image as I updated that one. See here, it's got updated. So the coding part was left, right? So let me dive into the coding part. Otherwise, shall I run the code first? Okay, first let me run the code so that you will be able to understand what the code does and how will be the output. So to run the code, what we have to do? We have to use this command Python outline Python filename.py. It will run the command. It will run the file and it will show us the output. Sure, just a second. I think I forgot to install some libraries. OpenCV Python. Yeah, I think due to some issues, it's not installed in the starting. I think now it would be installed. After this installation, we can run the code and see what will be the output. Yeah, let me run the code. So, oh, sorry, I think there were some issues installing the packages. Let me install all again. Matplotlib. Yeah, okay. Uh, I think there is a network issue, so that's why packages are not installed properly. Yeah, now it would be fine, I think. Yeah, here you can see like we provided Nobita Doraemon diagram, right? Now this turtle is plotting the same here. See how it draws the things very neatly like a professional artist. I will say the code like uh, what's making the turtle to draw this diagram in this neat and proper manner like a professional drawer. We will be discussing that thing in the coding part. See like how it was drawing, like it's perfect, right? Like after the everything got sketched, you will see that it would be a perfect. Yeah, see, it's perfect, right? Yeah, like you can also see that the image will be saved here when we refresh the thing. See here, you can see the processed image. So let me dive into the code, like what were we doing in the code so that it's plotting the thing. Every time you have to replace the image, like in the code, you have to replace the image. You will get the output as same. Now let me go to the blog. Okay, let's explore the code which is there in the outline image.py file, like the thing which was doing the task. So firstly, what we have to do, we have to load the image, right? Like we have an image name called one.png. We have to load that image using OpenCV, and we have to convert it into grayscale because computer understands only the 0 and 1. So every image which we are seeing, when we are passing it through the computer, we have to first grayscale it, and then we will keep getting we'll be converting it into 0 to 255. Like 0 represents the black and 255 represents the white. Like we will be allocating the pixels of that image based upon the grayscale image. So this is the code. First line we are importing the computer vision library, and second one we are passing the image, and in the third one it's a function we are loading, keeping converting it into the grayscale as we passed 0. If we pass 1 it will be normal image, And here you can see, right, grayscale image is 0 to 255, 0 is black and 255 is white. Next we have to create an outline for the image, like here we have an image of Nobita and Doraemon, right? I think down I provided that image. Here you can see that we have the image, right? So we have to generate the outlines here so that we can, like, first the artist will draw the outlines itself, right? Every artist will draw the outlines, and after that he will go into the inner details, right? So the same process also here. So we will be creating a function called outline function, which will use some techniques of OpenCV like Gaussian blur and adaptive thresholding to uh, isolate the things, the pixels into categories, and it will get the proper outline. This is the code, and regarding the Gaussian blur and adaptive thresholding, you can search it. It's an easy topic. Next, we have to visualize the processed image, right? At last, we have got one image. Like, due to this code itself, we have got that image. After drawing the turtle, like after the turtle library draws the things, from Matplotlib, we are plotting it, and we are cutting off the, like, we are offing the access. Like, we don't want access in the image, and we are keeping a tight layout, and we are saving that figure as processed image, right? Here also you can see the image got saved with the name processed image, because I have mentioned in code that save it as processed image .png. Here comes the task. Like, there you have shown that image was being drawn with the cursor, right? You might be wondering how the cursor was moving very neatly and smoothly. Turtle graphics was the thing behind this thing to create interactive canvas and outlines and drawing the things. Like, here you can see we have till now we have what we have done. We have loaded the image, and we have created the outlines of the image, and we have written the code after the thing. Like, after the graphics part was done to save the image, we have written the code. This is the code which will convert the praying image into the sketch art. So let me run into the thing. So this is a library called Turtle library in Python, which we'll be using for converting an image into a sketch. Here, these three lines, we are importing the things, and we are initializing a blank screen by using a screen function which is there in Turtle, and we are fixing, and like we are extracting the height and width of the image. Like, here you can see IM means, we have seen, right? IM means is nothing but the image, the one.png which we have assigned. Here you can see we have assigned one.png and read it, and this was IM, right? So we are extracting the height and width by using the shape parameter in IM, and after that we are defining some cutout length so that we can get a exact height and width, so that we can draw. Like if you want to draw a big image, you will take a big A4 sheet, and if you want to draw a small image, you will take a small sheet, right? The same manner, to define the screen, we are getting some cutoff length. And now like, we can easily draw by seeing the outlines, but how the system will draw? The system will convert the outlines into the coordinates of, but like it will like first it will take a huge height into width cut by using the cutoff length, and it will assign, like, the top leftmost point was 0 0 and top rightmost point was some x. Now we will be converting the outlines into the coordinates by using this code, and we are assigning the positions for each outline and each position. And after that, we are initializing the turtle properties. Like, here you can see that like the color was brown and the pen color was gray. Like, these are all initializing and defining colors and what shape we need and what colors and how much speed. And here you can see these three functions: pen up, go to, and pen down, which are use it to we will be I am drawing Doraemon. Like, in some cases I have to up the pen and go to another position, continue the same work. The same things here we are coding the thing, and this is the function to draw the outlines. And we are keeping the screen on after the drawing, right? The screen.main loop is used to keep the screen on after the drawing. Like here are some explanations. Like I think I have explained you everything, but just see. And the output, I have run the code and shown you, right? It would be the output. In real time things, it's just casually used for it's just casual use. Is there is no particular purpose for these things. It's for generally used for styling the images for different softwares, education materials, etc., etc. Like here you can find the GitHub repo and YouTube video explanation. Like this video is uploaded here, and here you can get the GitHub repo. When you click this, like this is a draft, I cannot access the link. You will be redirected into a GitHub repository where you can find the code and you can download the code and use it for your thing. This is an open source article and open source project. So, okay, thank you. Good evening, guys.